Hello everybody, this is a special video from me. This is not my Monday vlog. I have not edited that yet, so it will go up later. We need to talk. I need to get this out here. I need to express myself here. The Supreme Court's decision this morning that corporations are people and women aren't, or if you want to break it down a different way, that your boss's religious beliefs are more important than your personal health care. If you're a woman or trans man or person with a uterus who does not conform to gender binary, for the sake of this video, I probably will be saying woman when speaking about a person with a uterus, just to tip you off. This ruling is extremely disturbing to me for more than one reason. First of all, the blatant discrimination against women and women's bodies. The fact that it was written in the dissent that this is not to be construed as to be applying to blood transfusions or vaccinations, or in layman's terms, things that would also affect men. This is only to be construed towards women's health, women's bodies. Only applies to you, ladies. And that blows my mind. That literally blows my mind. Such blatant discrimination out there. Ruth Bader Ginsburg wrote a great dissent. I did not read it in its entirety, but I did read the highlights where she does point out that this now opens the door towards favoring different religions. Because now, if a company run by Jehovah's Witnesses, if they do not want to provide you coverage for blood transfusions, they don't have to. Okay, no matter what the opinion says, the ruling is the thing that matters. And if a Jehovah's Witness run company doesn't want to provide you coverage for blood transfusions, they don't have to. And this ruling now will support that, because if you say, no, you can't do that, you have to cover blood transfusions because, that's not right, then you are favoring Christianity over Jehovah's Witness, which you can't do. That is not correct, okay? We shouldn't be favoring any religion over another religion, but we shouldn't even be considering religion in the first place, and this is why. Religious beliefs are personal things. The freedom to religion is so you have your own personal freedom of religion, so I can practice. Not that I am religious, but if I wanted to, I could practice without discrimination or without people treating me differently. Religious freedom does not mean that, oh, I don't believe in this, so you can't do it. That's basically what this court says religious freedom is now. Because I believe in this, you can't do this if you're working for me. No, now, if the evangelical Christians were being forced to take Plan B and have abortions and get IUDs, then yeah, that's not right. But being forced to provide coverage for female employees who would get that is not imposing on your religious beliefs. There are actually a few pastor ministers out there who were saying this is actually a big blow to religious freedom, because now religious freedom can just be used to object to anything. I mean, and I have to agree with that. That's just the overall layout. Let me tell you how this affected me. I was worried about this for a while, but yesterday when they said the ruling was going to come out today, it really affected me. I was scared. Right now, I'm getting emotional about it. And when I woke up this morning, a little later than usual, when I looked at the first thing I have is in my Google Supreme Court, so I can refresh it and see the latest news story. And it was Supreme Court rules in favor of Hobby Lobby. And I started crying just like I am now, because in this day and age, to have to fight for birth control and fight for the right to control your own body, that's ridiculous. And you know what? To other people, to men, to people without vaginas or vulvas, God forbid we say the actual word, this can just be a debate to you. Nothing to get really caught up in. Let's debate it and then let's be friends after. For me, it's not that, because guess what? This is my body that's being imposed upon. And Never mind that birth control is also, and contraception is also used for many health benefits as well as preventing pregnancy. For some women don't even take it to prevent pregnancy. They take it to regulate their cycles and other things that can help a woman's health. And now they're saying, well, you can't have access to that because I don't believe you should. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. And you know what? I'll go out. I do not take contraception. I do not plan to. If you watch this, you know that I'm asexual, so this literally, I have no use for sex preventative contraception. But just 2 weeks ago, I was talking about maybe getting an IUD because as I've gotten older, my periods have gotten more and more horrible. My menstrual cycle just, it drains me, and it's becoming unbearable to the point that on the first day or the second day or even the day before, I can't leave the house because I'm in so much pain and I'm so uncomfortable. So I was just talking about getting an IUD, which we know can cost between $500 and $1,000. Now, because of this, if I work for someone, and it's their religious belief that getting an IUD, that is as bad as abortion, then they won't cover that for me, and I'm out of pocket for that. $1,000, $500 to $1,000 out of pocket, which, by the way, Hobby Lobby and all that will still cover vasectomies, according to sources. Now, I'm sure Lacey Green will have a much more comprehensive factual video about this. I just want to talk about how it's literally affecting me. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to look up all the companies that are going to refuse to cover women's contraception, because not just women, and I'm not going to shop at those places. I'm going to boycott. Not only will I never work for those places, I will not shop at those places. I've only been in a Hobby Lobby once, and as soon as I found out how, first of all, anti-Semitic and now anti-woman they are, you will never find me in one ever again. I have Hobby Lobby yarn that I bought, and I will make them into stuff. And you know what? The stuff I make with the Hobby Lobby yarn, I will donate to women's organizations, to organizations that support LGBT, okay? Anything I bought at Hobby Lobby, that's exactly where it's going. I'm making a list of the stuff I already made. Granted, I didn't buy a lot, but it's going straight there. None of that's going into my pocket because I do not want to make money off of their products. Okay? I'm looking to get a job in the court reporting field, and now this is something I'm going to have to look at. I'm going to have to see if companies think of me as an actual human being and not just a vagina or not just a uterus, not just an incubator. It's a sad day, and I could make 3-4 more videos. I could talk about the buffer zone they struck down, how I got in an argument with anti-choicers who went onto my Facebook, my friends, and fought with me and then unfriended me when, I ultimately, I think, won the fight, which, I had common sense on my side. Maybe this will be another series I do. Carly gets super serious about women's issues, about LGBT issues, about LGBTQIAP++ issues, about things that actually matter, because this is a huge thing. This was a huge blow to women's rights in the United States of America. It's things like this that really makes me wish I could pick up and go to Canada or go to another country that treats me as an actual human being and not just as an incubator for a child that I will never carry. We have a largely woman demographic out there. So let me tell you, I reached out to my U.S. representative. I have met the representative for my part of New Jersey. I have already reached out to them to let them know how disturbed and mortified I am by this ruling and how I am honestly scared for my future as a young woman. And I urge you to do the same. I am going to put a link in the description or a link right here. Click on it. All you have to do is put in your zip code and it'll tell you who your representative is in the House of Representatives. Also contact your senators. I haven't done that. And let's see if we can get a federal bill that will cover women's health. Let's get women. When I heard the ruling, I said, I'm not doing 4th of July anymore. I'm not going to be patriotic. I am not going to be loyal. I'm not going to be patriotic to a country that thinks of me as a second-class citizen. But you know what? I'm going to stand up there and fight. Because if this side can win, if this side can do such injustices, if we are now in a position where we are almost in the time before Roe versus Wade, are we in a better time now than we were back in the 70s with Roe versus Wade? I'm not quite sure. I think we have gone backwards and we are almost to where we are pre-Roe, okay? Reach out to your representatives. Let's try to make this right. I know Congress isn't working. I know it's run. The majority is people who want to shove us down and who want to make us know that want us back in our place. But let me tell you, our place is not the house. Our place is not the kitchen. Our place is not under men. Our place is equal. Our place is if we want to be home, if we want to be stay-at-home moms, all power to you. Our place is if you want to be in the workforce, all power to you. Our place is on an equal platform. And I'm not going to sit here and just say, I can't be patriotic anymore. I'm not going to wear red, white, and blue. I'm not going to do 4th of July because my country failed me. My country failed me, but I'm going to stand up and fight back. I'm going to make my country work for me. Let's fight back. Let's take our country back. Let's make women people again. Let's stand up and fight for our rights to live in this country. Women did not get the right to vote until 1920, which means true democracy in this country hasn't even been around for 100 years. And now they're trying to suppress even more voters. Let's not let them suppress us. Let's not let them put us down. Let's stand up for our rights and reclaim our country back. My name's Carly. I'm an American, and I'm going to take my country back.